Yes, everyone, hello, welcome to Lees's Park. St James's Park is literally behind those beautiful trees on a weird day. It's sunny, then it's been raining, but hey, we don't care. We had to just qualify for the Champions League, and we did not make that easy today. Everton came with a game plan, and fair play at them. Nick Pope was pretty busy, just as busy as Jordan Pickford, to be fair. We all thought, oh, it's going to be the Jordan Pickford show, isn't it? It was built up like that. The Mackhams coming, they've had a good weekend being promoted back to the Premier League. And he was going to come and steal the show, and he nearly did, to be honest with you. He had a good game as well as Nick Pope, to be fair, but Newcastle were never going to score the day, let's be honest. But if we're not going to score, if we're going to draw the game, if we're going to lose the game rather, I can't even get my words out. We've just got to keep an eye on other results, and thankfully, and I never thought I would say this, is that Man United, yes, Man United have done us a massive, massive favour. Now, inside St James's Park, you all now find well that you just can't get signal. You cannot. So a lot of people were running downstairs during, especially second half, to see what the scores were. And we learned at half time that Martinez has been sent off at Aston Villa. Couldn't tell you why, if he's outside the box or Adam Nat challenge. Couldn't tell you. Only just literally just come out the ground. The signal is awful. I still can't get a signal. I haven't had a signal for over an hour now. The lap of appreciation was fantastic. You'll see that later on the night. I know I'm just jumping on a goal all over the place. Yeah, Callum Wilson said goodbye. I've got that on video as well. I've got a lot of quality videos coming up. The last word is going to be live because I've got videos stacked now. I'm the only editor. So yeah, we have a ton of videos. You need to stay tuned for them. I think you will really enjoy them, especially the lap appreciation, and also scoring the players as well. But as I say, at half time, going back to the topic at hand, this is not going to be much of a structured match reaction because I couldn't care less about the game, to be honest with you. We just had to qualify. That's all that matters to Newcastle and we'll have. And obviously in the second half, there was some rumours going around that Man United had taken the lead after Everton have scored. So it was like, get in. That means that Newcastle will climb back into 5th place. Doesn't matter what happens at Chelsea or Forest, so long as we match Villa's result, Newcastle would qualify for the Champions League. Man United went 1-0 up, and then a little bit later, there was more celebrations going around that they went 2-0 up towards the end of the game. Obviously, Newcastle were already, as I say, 1-0 down against Everton there. But you know what? We didn't care about the performance. We didn't care about how we got the result, how we got there. Win, lose or draw, Newcastle United are playing Champions League football. Look, you can talk about players not performing well today, but who cares? We're there. It's all about just getting there today. Didn't care about he was brilliant, he was shite, whatever, but we just had to qualify, and we did, and that's the most pleasing thing to come out of there. Not often that we rely on Man United to do us a favour. It's not often we celebrate after a defeat. Let's face it, Everton, fair play at them. David Moyes is done with the day. Game plan worked. We haven't even scored against Everton this season. If you remember back at Goodison, it was 0-0. Anthony Gordon missed the penalty that night. Well, rather, Pickford saved, if you want to be technical. But it's Champions League. That's all we care about. It was a nervy afternoon. I cannot lie to you. Not having any signal. Still can't get the signal. Relying on other people. People running downstairs in the concourse to find out what the scores were. Couldn't tell you what happened to Chelsea Forest if that was a draw. Couldn't tell you. Last time I checked, Man City were winning. Couldn't tell you. Can't get any signal, as I say. But Newcastle United are playing Champions League, and that's all that matters. All that matters. Of the 75 games that I've been home and away for men and women this season, this by far has been the most nervous, anxious. I sort of just froze in my seat thinking, come on, is this really going to happen to us? But the question has to be asked now that we've got Champions League football and we've won a cup. Is this the best season ever in living memory for me? 100% it is. It has to be. You talk about your Keegan era when I was a kid. You talk about the Robson years when I was a teenager. This has to be it. You've brought a cup home, and they brought it on at the end of the match for the walking around. You've got to say this is the best season in living memory for me personally. A lot of older fans might say differently, but for me, yeah, this is the best one. You've got to say Champions League football and a cup. I mean, I'll take that again every single season, to be honest with you. But look, we can talk about performances. I will do that and scoring the players because we still had a game to go to. Nick Pope is probably our best player. That tells you how well Everton played on the counter. They didn't have a lot of the ball, but they played well on the counter. But Newcastle United are in the Champions League. That's all that matters, everybody. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? We are there. We'll be having our passports out. We'll be going to Germany, Italy, Spain, France. Where do you want to go? Get in the comments down there below. Where do you want to go? Because I'll be there with you, so don't you worry about that. But from Lees's Park, St James's Park in the background there behind, you can't even see it, can you, to be honest with you? It's behind them trees. I'm not in some random field. Look, I'll spin round, there you go. Right, plenty more coming up later on the night. Stay tuned to Newcastle Fans TV. Remember, we've got those Callum Wilson and Tia's video. Got a nice send-off. We've got the lap appreciation. We've got scoring the players, and we're going to do the last word live. Lots to come. Lots to come. Get in.